Another live stream here on my YouTube page at Sports Bonanza John and on Kick at Sports Kick John. NFL Divisional Playoffs getting ready to get underway. First game features the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. We'll preview this game momentarily. First of all, let's pray. Lord Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you for doing your will among us, all of us, Lord. And please look over all these players and fans. Please keep everyone safe, Lord. And please just continue to look over us and do your will among us, Lord, as we ask and pray this in your name. Amen. Bills and Broncos. We kick off the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Buffalo coming off a 27-24 win last week in Jacksonville over the Jaguars. The Broncos, as the number one seed in the AFC, drew the bye in the wild card round. Buffalo making the not quite cross-country trip, but pretty close to it, to Denver and the Mile High City to take on the Broncos. Can the Broncos defend their number one seed in the AFC and get the win and move on to the AFC Championship game next week? Or will Josh Allen and the Bills once again advance to the AFC Championship game, but finally try to get over that hump? They don't have Kansas City to deal with this year, of course, so a lot of people thinking this is the Bills' year to do it if they are going to do it. Of course, they're going to have to take on a very good Denver team that finished 14-3 in the AFC this year, the AFC's number one seed. If Buffalo wants to finally reach the Super Bowl with Josh Allen, they're going to have to do it all on the road, as they are not going to be able to do it at home. They got the first road win last week in Jacksonville, now taking on the Broncos. Rest of the divisional round schedule coming up tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time. 49ers and Seahawks out in Seattle. Of course, 49ers are without George Kittle, so we'll see how that affects the Niners going forward. And the two games tomorrow are going to be very cold ones. Out in Foxborough, the Texans and the Patriots. That's at 3 o'clock Eastern time. Then that'll be followed at 6:30 Eastern time by what a lot of people are saying will be one of the coldest, if not the coldest game in Soldier Field history. The Bears hosting the Rams. Of course, the Rams playing in LA, and of course in SoFi, they're not used to the elements, so we'll see how that affects that Rams team going out to Chicago tomorrow. Going to be a wind chill of 0 out there at Soldier Field tomorrow night for the Rams and the Bears. But here we have got the Bills and the Broncos. It's going to be a 36-degree temperature at kickoff out there at Mile High. But both these teams are used to the climate. Buffalo, of course, is used to the climate up there in upstate New York, so this doesn't affect them one bit. We talked about Denver 14-5 on the year. Buffalo ended the season 14-3 rather on the season for the Broncos. Buffalo ended the season 12-5, the 6th seed in the AFC. Went on the road and knocked off the AFC South champion Jaguars last week, now trying to knock out the number one seed in the AFC. It is 36 degrees, but clear, and not much of a wind to speak of in Denver, 7 miles per hour. And the Bronco fans are loud and wild out there in the Mile High City. As we are just about set for the kickoff, which is right now, Denver will receive to start the game. Kickoff taken at the 1, across the 10, 15, 20-yard line, 25, and dropped at the 26-yard line, and a big hit right there, and this does not look good. The Bills are immediately calling over to the sideline for the training staff. Dorian Williams is the injured Buffalo player on the kickoff. And the training staff out there, the players immediately called over to the training staff. That's what's Makes you think this could be something. Hopefully it isn't. Hopefully it's just a precautionary. They just showed the replay. I did not see it, but it is Dorian Williams, the injured Bill, on that play. Dorian Williams, fourth-year player out of Tulane. We hope he's all right as the training staff is out to look at him. They are in a timeout with the injury. So in last week's game, as we have a moment here, Josh Allen in last week's win over Jacksonville passed for 273 yards. Didn't get much going in the running game. You figure they're going to need a little bit more of a running game today against this Denver team. And Bo Nix, who we will see on offense for the Broncos, throwing for nearly 4,000 yards this year. 25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions for Bo Nix on the season for the Broncos. As we are still in a timeout for the injured Buffalo Bill on that kickoff. So we are coming back from the timeout here. And here comes the Broncos offense. First down at the 26. First offensive snap of the game for Bo Nix. And it's going to be a throw on first down. The pass is caught. That's going to be a first down for the Broncos up to the 39-yard line. A gain of 13 on the opening play of the game. Pass to Pat Bryant, rookie wide receiver out of Illinois. And he gets the Broncos 13 yards and a first down on the opening play. This is a rematch of the wild card game last year between these two teams, Buffalo winning that one. This is a handoff on first down and nowhere to go here and making something out of nothing. And somehow Jaleel McLaughlin ended up getting 5 yards out of that. It looked like Buffalo was going to have him stuffed behind the line for a 2 or 3 yard loss. But McLaughlin ends up picking up 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5. From the 43-yard line. Nix. Back in the shotgun. Nix takes the snap. Nix looking to throw. Throws right side, and the catch is made. Second catch on the drive for Pat Bryant, and it's a first down into Buffalo territory for the Broncos. First down at the Buffalo 41 for Denver. Opening offensive series of the game. Nix, screen pass to Bryant, left side. Bryant across the 40, and Bryant will be down around the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 5 more on that screen pass to Bryant, bringing up second down and 5. Bryant heading off to the sideline. Second down and 5 for Denver. Ball at the Buffalo 36. Nix out of the gun, takes the snap again. Nix throws right side. That's a completion, but out of bounds quickly. I think they're going to mark it a gain of 3 at the 33-yard line. First reception for Lil Jordan Humphrey. Third down coming up for Denver. It's going to be third down about a yard and a half. Third down, a yard and a half for Denver. Need to get to the 31 for a first down. Nix with the handoff, and Nix will keep it instead and get a first down inside the 30 to the 28. I thought it was going to be a handoff, but Nix kept it and gets the Denver first down inside the 30. First down for the Broncos. Drive stays alive. Ball at the 28 of Buffalo. Nix looking. That pass is to the left side. That's a completion to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of about 6.5, close to 7. R.J. Harvey with that reception. That ball was even deflected twice, it looked like. Second down and 4. Bo Nix 5 for his first 5. And Nix again will keep it. Nix will dive, and it looked like get the first down up to the 17-yard line. They're actually going to mark him down at the 18, so he's about a half yard short. Say his knee hit down at the 18-yard line, so it'll be third and about a half yard for Denver. Nix going under center and will keep it himself, and Nix, I think, picked it up. He only needed a half yard. They're going to spot it. Well, where they're spotting the ball, he might be inches short. We'll see. Oh, that replay looked like he got it, but again, a shot from the overhead. You can't really tell anything there. They're going to go to the virtual measurement here. And he is short by about the nose of the football. So no question, Sean Payton is going to go for it here on 4th and, 2 or 3 inches? Fourth down and about the nose of the football for Denver. And now Nix goes out of shotgun when you need 2 inches. It's going to be a first down, however. Inside the 15, needed 2 inches, picked up 4 yards there. So move the chains again for Denver. Boy, that was a big hole up the middle for Nix. '11th play of the opening drive. First down at the 14 for the Broncos. Buffalo might have been offsides here. There is a flag. That's a fumble on the play. This isn't going to matter because Buffalo's offside, so this is irrelevant. Buffalo did recover the fumble, but I'm 99.5% sure that Buffalo was offsides. Unless he was drawn. Buffalo does come out with the football. Carl Jeffers is our referee, and it is offsides against Buffalo. It's the defensive tackle, Larry Ogunjobi, that came across. Yeah. So instead of a Buffalo fumble recovery off the offsides, it's 1st and 5 for Denver. First and 5 at the 9. Nix will keep it again. This time he is stopped for a loss. Back to the 10-yard line. Buffalo right there defensively that time. Loss of 1 will bring up 2nd down and 6. Denver's had the ball for almost half of the first quarter. It's 2nd and 6 at the 10. Nix on 2nd and 6. Throwing end zone and dropped. That was a touchdown, and it was dropped. That was right in the hands of Lil Jordan Humphrey, and Humphrey just dropped it. Ugh. Oh, you got to catch those. Pass was right on the money. 3rd and 6 at the 10. Nix on 3rd and 6 throws incomplete, and Denver's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. Humphrey drops a sure touchdown, and that's going to cost the Broncos at least 3 points, as they're going to have to settle for 3. Will Lutz coming in for a 28-yard field goal attempt. Not much of a wind at all, and Lutz will put it right through. So the Broncos do settle for 3, but they had a touchdown right on the board. But a drop pass, and Denver has to settle for 3. It's 3-0 Broncos midway through the first quarter. So a long drive 14 plays, 64 yards. But Denver has to settle for 3. So now we will see Josh Allen and that Bills offense for the first time. Denver took half the quarter on that drive. So Denver getting set to kick off to Buffalo, and we will see the Bills offense for the first time in this game. And the kickoff is taken at the 5, across the 10, 15, 20-yard line, 25, 30, and up to the 33-yard line. So a good return for Buffalo on the kickoff. And out comes Josh Allen and that Bills offense. Josh Allen in his 9th year out of Wyoming. Allen passed for 273 in last week's win in the wild card round over Jacksonville. Bills have a first down at the 33-yard line. It'll be a handoff on first down, and there goes Cook. Cook across midfield down to the 42-yard line. So a big gainer on first down of 25 yards for James Cook. And a Buffalo first down on one play into Denver territory. First down, Buffalo. Mark him at the 43, so officially a 24-yard gain. And now we've got a timeout called by Buffalo. Play clock was down to 1 second. So the Bills have to take an early timeout here with 6:35 to play in the first quarter. So a big first down run by James Cook has the Bills in business on their opening drive. Mile High gets loud as the Bills have a 1st and 10 at the Broncos 43. Man in motion here. Allen with the toss. And this is inside the 40. This is Cook again, and he's got another first down for Buffalo. Up to the 33-yard line. And Patrick Surtain, slow getting up for Denver. That's not something they need, and someone they need to lose. Looked like he just got, like, Cook's shoulder went into Surtain's helmet. So he's probably going to have to go into concussion protocol and be evaluated. And Surtain is indeed going into the medical tent. First down, Buffalo at the 33 of Denver. Approach 6 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Allen throwing over the middle. That pass is caught. That's going to be another first down. Reception for Khalil Shakir. 3 plays, 3 first downs for Buffalo on the opening drive. Shakir coming off a 12-catch game in the Bills' wildcard win at Jacksonville. Here's another toss to Cook, and Cook is down to the 18. That's a gain of 4, and the Bills on 4 plays have drove the ball into Denver territory. Second down and 6 at the 18. Allen takes the snap. Allen with a screen pass left side. And this will be a gain of about 5. Screen pass to Brandon Cooks. Looks like he's going to be a yard shy of the first down. Be 3rd down and 1. Third and a yard. Actually closer to only about a half yard. Allen will keep it himself, and Allen, well, looks like he got it. A Bronco comes out of there with the football, but the officials are saying first down Buffalo. Talanoa Hufanga came out with the ball for Denver, but I believe the officials are saying forward progress was stopped and Buffalo has a first down. And now, did Denver throw a challenge? I think there was a discussion on the sideline. Denver's going to call a timeout here. I think there's a discussion whether they want to challenge that last play because, as I said, a Bronco came out of there with the football. Now, if they say forward progress was stopped, then I don't know. I don't even know if that's reviewable or not. It'd be hard to overturn anyway. First down and 10 for Buffalo. Football just inside the Broncos' 12. Allen, a handoff on first down, and this will be a couple of yards up to the 10. It'll be second down and 8 for the Bills. Hit the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter as Surtain exits the Denver medical tent. Second and 8, Allen. Throw, pass caught, but hit immediately. And it'll be third down after the 3-yard gain. Third down and 6. They're going to spot this ball around the 8. Bills can get a first down at the Denver 2. Allen on third and 6. Allen running left. Now Allen running up the middle, and he does get to the first down marker, I think. Depends on where they're saying his knee hit. The ball got to the 2, but did his knee hit before? And Allen on the keeper, and Allen will get to the 1.5. As we tick down to the final minute of the first quarter. They actually marked Allen a little short on that third down, so it was fourth and a couple of inches again. And Allen did get the first down just now as he got to the 1.5. So it's first and goal, Buffalo. Play clock down to 2. They just get it off. Hand off to Cook, and Cook is hit behind the line and dropped. Back at the 3, so that'll be a loss of a couple of yards. Second and goal for Buffalo. 12th play of the drive. Bills will have to get a snap off before the quarter. Play clock's about 2 seconds ahead of the game clock. Allen on second down. Throws, and a touchdown for the Bills. Allen rolled right and found the touchdown reception. And Buffalo in the end zone for the first time. It's 6-3 with the extra point pending. Extra point up and good. And the Bills take a 7-3 lead with 5 seconds to play in the opening quarter. A long drive that the Bills convert into 6 instead of Denver's 3 on their first drive. 12 plays, 67 yards. 7 minutes, 24 seconds. 4-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen to Mecole Hardman. So with 5 seconds to play in the first quarter, Bills are going to kick off. And that will be a touchback as the ball goes through the end zone. So back comes Bo Nix, now trailing 7-3. One play left in this first quarter. First down for the Broncos from the 20. And a muffed handoff ends up back in the hands of Bo Nix, and the pass is incomplete. Boy, that was almost disaster for Denver as the first quarter comes to a close. A near disaster at the end of the first quarter, but disaster averted for Denver. And at the end of one, Bills lead the Broncos 7-3. Both teams had just one drive, very long drives for both teams. Broncos only able to salvage a field goal. Buffalo got it in the end zone. At the end of the first quarter, Buffalo with 67 yards of offense, Denver with 59. 6 first downs on that drive for Buffalo, 4 for Denver. Both teams pretty much very even on the time of possession. Josh Allen for the Bills, 4 for 4 for 23 yards and a touchdown pass. 2 of those 4 receptions went to Khalil Shakir, 2 for 14 yards. Brandon Cooks, 1 catch for 5 yards. Mecole Hardman, 1 reception for 4 yards, but it was the touchdown reception. For the Broncos, Bo Nix 5 for 8 in that first quarter for 42 yards. 3 of those 5 receptions went to Pat Bryant, 32 yards. R.J. Harvey, 1 catch for 6 yards. Lil Jordan Humphrey, 1 catch for 4 yards. Running the ball for Denver, Bo Nix, the leading rusher, 5 carries, 11 yards. For Buffalo, James Cook rushed it 5 times for 36 yards. Cook only had 45 yards rushing total in that wild card win over Jacksonville. So he's well on pace to cover that and then some. As the Bills lead 7-3 after the first quarter. When we start the second quarter, Denver's going to have a 2nd down and 10. After a botched handoff to end the first quarter, but Denver able to maintain possession and just come out with a harmless incomplete pass. And don't forget, coming up after this game, 49ers and Seahawks from Seattle, NFC Divisional Playoff. Teams meeting for the 3rd time this year as NFC West division rivals. So following the quarter timeout, Broncos have it 2nd and 10 at the 20. Nix looking. Nix takes the snap. Nix drops back. Nix rolls right and will just have to heave it out of bounds as he was being pressured. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for Denver. tell you, Bryant, who had 3 catches in that first quarter, he is being evaluated for concussion right now. So he is back in the medical tent. 3rd down, 10 for Denver from the 20. Nix looking over the middle and a diving catch, or is Buffalo saying no? And now the officials say no, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. No, he didn't get it. So Bo Nix has missed on his last 5 pass attempts after starting off 5 for 5. Now, of course, one was that drop touchdown in the end zone by Humphrey. Here, Denver goes 3 and out, and Buffalo should get pretty good field position. Crawshaw on to punt. And fair catch at the 37-yard line by McCole Hardman, and that's where the Bills will start their second drive of the game. 43 yards on the punt. 7-3 Buffalo, and they're going to get it back here just underway in the second quarter, 14:42. Remaining quarter number 2. So the Bills will have pretty decent starting field position at their own 37. Well, I told you about the 49ers-Seahawks divisional playoff game. Tomorrow, there are going to be 2 very cold games. Starts at 3 o'clock Eastern time out in Foxborough. The Patriots hosting the Texans. And then game 2 tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern time in Chicago. The Bears hosting the Rams. This is projected to be one of the coldest games in Soldier Field history. Wind chill's going to be around 0 the entire night tomorrow night at Soldier Field. They are going through a cold snap, and if you know Soldier Field, it's right there off Lakeshore Drive, so you're getting all those winds off Lake Michigan's literally right there. So you're getting all those winds off Lake Michigan. Combine that up with what's the actual temperature going to be, like 15? And it is going to be a very cold one at Soldier Field tomorrow night. It's 36 degrees at kickoff in this one in Denver. Winner of this game to the AFC Championship game. That will be 3 o'clock Eastern time next Sunday. NFC Championship game next Sunday at 6:30. Then Super Bowl 60. Coming up 3 weeks from tomorrow out there in Santa Clara. 49ers looking to be the 3rd team in the Super Bowl era to play a Super Bowl on their home field. Tampa Bay and the Rams have both done it all within the last 5-6 years. And both teams that played on their home field, Buccaneers and Rams, both won those Super Bowls. So here we go, back here at the 37-yard line. Josh Allen and the Bills, 1st down and 10. It's a handoff on 1st down to Cook, and Cook is across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Gain of 5 on 1st down for James Cook. Second down, 5 for the Bills. Allen fakes the handoff this time, and now Allen looking, and now will take it himself. 1st down, a lot more. 50, 40, 35, and to the 33-yard line. Josh Allen with a 25-yard gain. With Josh Allen getting it done by himself on the ground. now 34 yards rushing for Josh Allen today. First down, Bills at the Broncos 32. Toss to Cook. Cook is brought down at the 30. Fumbles the ball, and Denver's going to have it. James Cook was hit, fumbled the football, and Denver right there to fall on it. And the first turnover of the game goes against Buffalo. Well, James Cook took the hit, and the ball came out. And it was Talanoa Hufanga that recovered the Denver fumble. He recovered what he thought was a fumble back in the first quarter. That wasn't, and now it is a clear fumble recovery. So the Bills turn it over. So Hufanga on the fumble recovery, but I believe it was Alex Singleton that delivered the hit on hit that knocked the ball out. And the Broncos catch a break on the turnover. So it will be Denver ball. From the 31. So can the Broncos take advantage of the Buffalo miscue? If the Broncos win this game, they will have the AFC Championship game right back in Denver next week. If Buffalo wins, they're going on the road somewhere to either Houston or New England. First down here for the Broncos at the 31. And here's a handoff. Big hole on first down across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Jaleel McLaughlin picks up 13 and a Bronco first down. Up to the 44-yard line, first down and 10 for Denver. Fakes the handoff to McLaughlin, now throws the left side screen pass, and it's batted down, incomplete. A.J. Epinesa batted that ball down for Buffalo. Second down and 10 for Denver. Bo Nix 0 for his last 6. Now on pass attempts. Second down and 10 at the 44, and it's another handoff up the middle, and this will be a first down for the Broncos into Buffalo territory. R.J. Harvey picks up 12, and the Broncos move the football to the Buffalo 44. First down for the Broncos. Nix rolling right. Nix will run it himself and not get much, maybe a yard. up to the 43-yard line. Not much doing there for Bo Nix. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Down under 12 minutes to go, second quarter. 7-3 lead for Buffalo, but Denver on the drive. 2nd down and 9 from the Bills' 43. Nix dropping back. Nix throws. Has a man. The pass is caught inside the 20 to the 19 or the 16-yard line. Marvin Mims with the reception, and the Broncos into the Buffalo red zone for the second time. "27 yards on the pass to Marvin Mims. 1st down, Denver. In the first quarter, when the Broncos got it into the red zone, they had to settle for 3. Here's a handoff. This is going to be a loss. Back to the 18-yard line. The Bills were bringing the blitz, and R.J. Harvey brought down for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 12. Boy, nothing Harvey could do there. 2nd and 12 for Denver. Back at the 18-yard line of Buffalo. 10.5 to go, second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Nix. Nix will run it himself. He's across the 15-10 and slides down around the 7-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Bo Nix had running room, and he saw it and gets himself 10 yards. It'll be 3rd and short for Denver. Well, it looks like he started sliding around the 8, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. So Bo Nix has rushed for 23 yards himself. Third down and about 1.5 yards. Nix fakes the handoff, rolls right, throws, touchdown Denver. That was a tackle that reported as an eligible receiver. Frank Crum with a touchdown reception for Denver, and they take the lead 9-7 with the extra point pending. Extra point attempt to extend the Bronco lead to 3. Up, and it is good. And it is 10-7. Broncos retake the lead as they get in the red zone. And this time are able to capitalize, and they capitalize as well off the Buffalo fumble. 10-7 Broncos, 9:33 to go second quarter. That was an 8-play 69-yard drive that took 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Frank Crum, an offensive tackle with the touchdown reception, reported as an eligible receiver on that play. So now the Bills will have to come from behind again. Nix now 7 of 13 for 76 yards. 128 yards of offense now for the Broncos so far in the game's first 20 and a half minutes. So the Broncos set to kick this ball off to Buffalo. Josh Allen and the Bills going back on offense for try and redeem themselves from that fumble on the last drive by James Cook. A rowdy, lively crowd in the Mile High City on a mid-afternoon, Saturday afternoon out in Denver, just about 3:30 out there. So here we go, Denver to kick it away. And running out of the end zone, it'll be across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and out to the 33-yard line. There is a flag that comes down. So we'll see what this flag's about. Be just the second penalty of this game. It's going to be an illegal block on the return against Buffalo. So that will move the football back. So first down for the Bills. After the penalty, they start this drive from the 17. Allen dropping back. Allen throws a deep one left side, but overshoots everybody. Intended receiver that time. Looked like was Shakir, I believe. But nonetheless, it's incomplete. Second down and 10. And Mile High just got loud again. Allen, it's a handoff to Cook. And Cook will pick up 9 up to the 26. Setting up third and short, 3rd and 1 for Buffalo. Third down and a yard. Allen under center. Looks like he may keep this, and he will, and he'll get the first down and then some. On 3rd and 1, Allen picks up 3 and will move the chains for Buffalo. Down to 8:20 and counting here in the second quarter. First down for the Bills. And another handoff to Cook. And Cook is up to the 33, maybe the 34. Second down and 5. Well, Buffalo at 93 yards rushing so far through a quarter and a half. For the whole season, Denver as a team defensively only gives up 91 yards a game. So Buffalo's already surpassed that midway through the second quarter. Second down and 5 for the Bills at the 34. Allen rolling right. Allen throws to Cook. First down 40, 45, 50, 45, and down to the 41 of Denver. 25 yards on the pass to James Cook. First down, Buffalo. Cook getting a breather on this play. First down from officially the 42 is where they mark it. Allen throws, has a man left side. That's going to be another first down and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's the tight end Dawson Knox with his first catch. First down, Buffalo at the 31. First down, Buffalo. Allen. Allen looking. Allen is going to be sacked back at the 38-yard line. First sack for Denver today. It's a loss of 8. That was Malcolm Roach got in for the sack of Josh Allen. Second down and 17. Allen throws a screen to Shakir. Shakir inside the 35 to the 30. Still third and long coming for Buffalo. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It's third down and 10. Buffalo needs to get to the Denver 20 for a first down. Allen. Allen looks. Allen throws. Catch made. First down, Buffalo. Brandon Cooks. On third and 10, the reception goes for 15, and the Bills in the red zone again. First down, Bills. Down to 4 minutes to play, second quarter. Here's a handoff to Cook, and Cook will get a couple up to the 13. Second down and 8 coming. Second down. Allen, that's a low snap to Allen, able to pick it up. And now Allen is going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That was a low snap, which threw the timing way off. That was Malcolm Roach again that got to Allen. 3rd down. Buffalo needs 9. From the 14. Allen. Allen looks. Allen rolls right. Allen with a flag down. Allen throws. The pass is caught. No, it isn't. It's incomplete. We'll see what the flag is. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. The flag's against Buffalo on a hold. Denver's going to decline that, and Buffalo will have to settle for a field goal. I thought Keon Coleman caught that originally, but he couldn't hang on. And the Bills bring on the field goal team to try to tie this game at 10. Matt Prater on to attempt a field goal of 33 yards to tie this game at 10. Again, no wind to speak of, and Prater's kick is right down the middle, and this game is tied at 10 apiece with 2:13 remaining in the second quarter. Buffalo ties it up. On Prater's field goal. 13-play, 69-yard drive for the second time. Buffalo does a drive that takes up almost half the quarter. Resulting in a 33-yard Matt Prater field goal. So the Broncos with 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning and 2 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock have a chance to score before the half. Buffalo's going to get the football to start the second half. So Buffalo set to kick this off to Denver. And the kickoff taken at the 3, across the 10, 15, 20-yard line, 25-yard line, and dropped at the 30, and that's where Denver will start this drive. First down for Denver from the 30. Nix fakes the handoff. Nix rolls right and throws behind his intended receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That was intended for Cortland Sutton, but it was behind him. And the clock is stopped with 2:01, just north of the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 for Denver. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Nix throws over the middle, pass is caught up to the 37-yard line, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Evan Ingram with that reception. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Denver after the 2-minute warning timeout with 1:55 to go. 10-10. Folks, at the half, I am going to be pausing the live stream briefly. I do have to take care of something real quick, but I'll be out for about 10 minutes and be with you prior to the second half. Run down some first half stats and get ready for what should be a very entertaining second half between the Bills and the Broncos, with a berth in the AFC Championship game on the line. Denver will have 3rd down and 3 at the 37. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. If Buffalo gets the 3rd down stop here, you figure they might use one on defense. So just about to resume out of the 2-minute warning timeout. Third down 3 for Denver. Nix takes the snap. Nix drops back, now rolls right, throws over the middle, pass is caught. That's a 1st down for Denver up to the 42-yard line. .100 seconds and counting. Mims with the reception. 1st down at the 43. Nix over the middle. That pass deflected and incomplete. Milano started running that ball back for Buffalo. Yeah, it's clearly an incomplete pass on the replay. Clock is stopped at 1:23 in the second quarter. That's an incomplete pass. Second down and 10. Broncos at their own 43. They would like to try to at least get into field goal range, and they're about 25 yards away or so from that. Nix. Pressure coming. Nix throws short. Pass juggled but caught, and up to the 50-yard line. Tyler Beatty with his first catch. Third down and 3 for Denver. Ball right at midfield. Nix now will run it. He's going to have a first down and more. 45 and out of bounds he goes at the 44-yard line. Nix got to where he needed to get to for the first down and then was focused on getting to the sideline to get out of bounds, which he did. So Denver can preserve their 2 timeouts. First down, Broncos. Nix. Delayed handoff. It's Beatty. Beatty up to the 35, flag down. With 51 seconds to play in the second quarter, this is going to be a hold on Denver. So bring this back. First penalty of the game on the Broncos. So first and 20. Am I jumping on the live chat? I love your screen name, kind of here. So first and 20 with 51 seconds. Broncos are a heavily penalized team this season. On first and 20, Nix throws, pass caught, back into Buffalo territory up to the 44-yard line. RJ Harvey with the reception. Broncos about 7-8 yards away from legitimate field goal range. Broncos are going to use their second timeout with 44 seconds. So 1 timeout remaining for Denver. Broncos are going to have a second down and 10 back to the original line of scrimmage at the Bills' 44. From here, it would be a 62-yard field goal. So, Denver's one to get a little bit closer than that. Of course, the way we've seen field goals this year, that's probably makeable this year. Denver wanting to score, but not wanting to give the Bills any time to try to answer before the half. As I mentioned, the Bills are going to have the football to start the second half. This game, a rematch of a wild card game from a season ago. That game was won by Buffalo up in Orchard Park last year. So second down and 10 for Denver at the Buffalo 44 when we resume out of the timeout. 49ers and Seahawks follow the Bills Broncos today. Second down 10 for Denver at the 44, and now Buffalo's going to take a timeout on defense before the second down snap. So both teams down to one timeout now. I don't know if Buffalo saw something they didn't like lineup-wise on defense, or if they just wanted to take a timeout to make sure they were all on the same page defensively. All right, second and 10 for Denver. From the Buffalo 44. Nix takes the snap. Nix rolling right. Nix looking, throws downfield. Dangerous pass and almost picked off. Ooh, that was into double coverage intended for Sutton. It fell harmlessly incomplete, but my goodness, was that a dangerous pass by Nix. Cam Lewis, a near interception there for the Bills, and he's still down on the field with 38 seconds left on the clock. So they tend to Cam Lewis. He's banged up on that play. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Denver. Boy, Bo Nix made a couple of mistakes there, threw into double coverage and threw across his body. Both no-nos, but he ended up getting by with it as it's just an incomplete pass. Broncos on third down conversions today are 4 for 7. They're going to need 10 yards on this third down to keep the drive alive. If they don't gain a yard here, would they attempt a 62-yard field goal? Still in an injury timeout here. And by the way, that was, since we're under 2 minutes, that injury did cost Buffalo their last timeout of the first half. So it's 3rd down and 10 for Denver from the 44. And we've got movement all over the place. No flag, though. Nix throws, and the pass is caught at the 30-yard line. Reception for Marvin Mims. Well, I thought there was movement before the snap, but no flag came in. And Denver's going to use their final timeout, so both teams out of timeouts now. And a big third down conversion for Denver, as they are now in field goal range. "32 seconds on the clock here in the first half. First down for Denver, ball from the Buffalo 30. Actually, just inside the 30. Looks like Buffalo's bringing the blitz. Here they come. Nix just throws it into the ground. Incomplete. That did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Was there a receiver in the area? Looks like they're saying there was. I guess they're saying Evan Ingram was in the area. He wasn't really, but second down and 10 for Denver. Nix throwing deep to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! A pass right on the dot to Lil Jordan Humphrey. He dropped a touchdown back in the first quarter, but doesn't drop this one and gives the Broncos the lead 22 seconds before halftime. Right on the dot on the pass to Humphrey. Extra point up and good. And it is 17-10 Denver with 22 seconds remaining in the first half. "11 play, 70-yard drive." So Buffalo with just 22 seconds and no timeouts. Here's the kickoff. Taken at the 5, across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and dropped right there with 16 seconds to play in the second quarter. And with Buffalo getting the ball to start the second half, will they try to go down the field, or will they just call it here and take a knee and go into the half down 7? Well, Allen is in the shotgun, so it looks like Buffalo's going to try something here. Trying to at least get into field goal range, looks like. They have to use the sideline. They're out of timeouts. Allen, he's going to run it. He has to try to get out of bounds, though. He laterals back. This is dangerous. Denver picks it up, and a tackle there, and Denver's going to have 2 seconds on the clock. I don't know what in the world that was. That was not smart at all by Josh Allen, and you've given Denver a free field goal chance here at the end of the first half. I have no idea why in the world Allen would do that, especially with still time on the clock. Well, I say he tried to lateral. Was that ball actually knocked out defensively? Nonetheless, I don't know how Edwards didn't come up with it either for Buffalo. So now Denver's going to get a field goal attempt here at the end of the first half. So the Bills may have just gifted Denver 3 points here at the end of the first half. As Will Lutz is on, to try a field goal from 50 to extend the Denver lead to 10 at the half. And it is good, and the Broncos are handed 3 points at the end of the first half by the Bills. My goodness gracious. So instead of being down 7 at the half, the Bills are down 10, 20-10 at the half. Buffalo will have the ball out of halftime. And a 20-10 lead for the Broncos at the break. Folks, going to briefly pause this live stream for about 10 minutes. I got something I got to take care of real quick. I will be back on just prior to the second half. Run down some first half stats and get you ready for the second half in a game where the Bills look like they were only going to be down 7 at the half. They gifted Broncos 3 points there at the end of the first half. It is 20-10. Bills lead the Broncos. Brief pause. Back with you here in just about 10 minutes.